On our first day, we went deep underground for a ride on the Pyongyang Metro, which is the deepest subway system in the world. This was supposed to be a good chance to interact with the local people, but everyone seemed to be afraid to even look at us. Every time I turned around, I'd see people quickly turning their heads away as if they were never looking at me. After the metro ride, we visited the Arc of Triumph, which was built in 1982 to commemorate Korean independence from Japan. There were quite a lot of people busy with their daily lives. Some kids were even playing football, and the tourists were allowed to join in. After dinner, I went to see a North Korean movie at the local movie theater. So I just came to see a movie at a cinema in Pyongyang about life in Pyongyang. It's kind of like a comedy co-authored by a foreigner who's been working with North Korea for the past 22 years and obviously some studios in North Korea. It's going to be extremely exciting and I'm at a cinema in North Korea and that's something really cool. On the bus ride back home, we saw thousands of people practicing for a large North Korean parade. The next day I took part in the Pyongyang Marathon, which was begun in 1981. It was only the third year that the marathon has been open to amateur runners, and there were over 1,000 tourists running 10, 21 or even 42 kilometers. After the marathon, we went to see the Party Foundation Monument, which was constructed to commemorate 50 years of Workers' Party rule. Later in the evening, we went to the Juche Tower, which is the tallest stone tower in the world, standing at 150 meters. We were the last people allowed to go in for the day, because it was already too late. But the view from the top was simply breathtaking. One of the days, we went on a tram ride around Pyongyang. That was one of the highlights of the trip, because we were finally able to see at least a little bit of the local way of life. The funny thing was that in every carriage there were some colorful notes full of the leaders' ideas, thoughts and advices for the people. We also visited some ancient sites, small towns, parks, cafes, the demilitarized zone between the two Koreas, and many other places. So we just came to a pizza restaurant in Pyongyang, and it looks like a nice pizza place. So apparently I just found a Snickers bar at a hotel in Korea, which is extremely interesting. But then the best thing, I discovered this local rice drink. There was rice at the bottom of the bottle and you need to mix it to, I don't know, have the drink ready. But it's really good. Thank you very much. Anytime, welcome. Yes, good bartender. Probably the most interesting day was the last day of my trip, which was also the birthday of their eternal president, Kim Il-sung. In the morning, we went to pay our respects and bow for the biggest dear leader statues in all of North Korea. The birthday of Kim Il-sung is a national holiday where people do not have to go to work, but every North Korean has to go and show their respects to the leader statues close to their communities. Afterwards, we went to see how hundreds of Korean women practice a beautiful dance wearing their national dresses.